Yes. The first we quickly revise the last topic, that is the relation. In the relation, how we can show that the relation is an equivalence relation. A relation R is said to be an equivalence relation if R is reflexive. The relation R is reflexive. Reflexive means every element of the set is related to itself. Again I repeat the statement. Every element of the set is related to itself. Then the relation is known as reflexive. Second, R is symmetric. The condition for symmetric, if the relation, if A is related to B, therefore it is necessary B is also related to A in the given relation, then the relation is known as an symmetric relation, or that relation containing A comma B, that also containing B comma A in the relation. Therefore the relation is known as symmetric. Third part, R is transitive. For the condition for transitive, if A is related to B and B is related to C, therefore that relation also containing A is also related to C. Or the relation containing A comma B, B comma C and again A comma C, then the relation is known as a transitive relation. If a relation is reflexive, symmetric as well as transitive, then the relation, therefore the relation R is an equivalence relation. Therefore out of these three, any one not satisfied, then the relation is not an equivalence relation. If a relation is an equivalence relation, then it is necessary that relation is reflexive as well as symmetric and transitive. Then the relation is said to be an equivalence relation. Okay. Now we start the questions related to the equivalence relation. First, I write the 4 questions in this discipline. So we solve the question one by one. The first question is, show that the relation R defined on the set A of all similar triangles in a plane. All the similar triangles in a plane defined by R T1, T2, where T1 is similar to T2. T1 and T2, these are represent the similar triangles. These are the triangles, and T1 is, if T1 is similar to T2, is show that this relation is an equivalence relation. Okay, so we prove that this relation is an equivalence. So first we prove that the relation is reflexive because we know that every triangle is similar to itself. Triangle first is similar to triangle first, triangle second, every triangle is similar to itself. Therefore triangle second is similar to triangle second, triangle third is similar, because every triangle is similar to itself. Therefore R is reflexive. Second, R is symmetric. For the symmetric relation, if triangle first is similar to triangle second, therefore it is necessary second triangle is also similar to first. Because if one triangle is similar to this, therefore this triangle is also similar to this. These two triangles are similar. If first triangle is similar to second, therefore it is necessary second is also similar to first. Therefore R is symmetric. Third part, transitive. Transitive relation. If triangle first is similar to second and triangle second is similar to third, therefore it is necessary triangle first and third are also similar. because first similar to second and second similar to third. Therefore, first and third are also similar. Therefore, R is transitive. The relation is reflexive, symmetric as well as transitive. Therefore, the relation R is an equivalence relation. Therefore, the relation R is said to be an equivalence relation. The question is prove that that relation is an equivalence relation. Okay. Now we start with the question number second. The question second is, let n be any positive integer, prove that the relation R on the set Z of all integers. Z denotes the integers. All integers defined by R x comma y, where x minus y is divisible by n. What is n? N is any integer. For all x comma y belongs to Z, then G. We prove that is the given relation R is an equivalence relation. This is the main condition of this relation, that is x minus y is divisible by n. Divisible by any integer. What is n? N is any positive integers. Again we prove that this relation is an equivalence relation. For the same condition, first for reflexive, set of integers are always written as like this: -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3 onwards. 4. Let A belongs to Z. Then what about A minus A? 0 belongs to Z. Therefore, A minus A. The question is, relation is x minus y divisible by n and with an integer 0. For example, 2 minus 2, 0, minus 3, 0. Therefore, the relation is every element of the set is related to itself. Therefore, R is reflexive. Second part, for symmetric, if A minus B is divisible by n, so it may be written as lambda times of n. Therefore, what about B minus A? Is also written minus lambda times of n, but it is also divisible by n. A minus B is divisible by n, then B minus A is also divisible by n. For example, if 3 minus 5 is equals to minus 2 is divisible by any integer, therefore 5 minus 3 is also divisible by 2. It is divisible by 2, therefore it is also divisible by 2. If A minus B is divisible by n, therefore B minus A is also divisible by n. There is only sign change, but the integer is same. Therefore, R is symmetric. Third part, for transitive, if A minus B is divisible by n, may be written as delta times of n, and B minus A is also divisible by n, then K times of n, B minus C. Therefore, this adding these two, A minus B plus B minus C, n times of lambda plus A times of n, n times of lambda K times of n, B cancel with B, then A minus B is written, n is common, lambda plus K, it is also divisible by A minus C. This A minus C is also equal to n times of lambda plus k. Therefore, it is also divisible by. It is also divisible by n. Therefore, R is also a transitive. If a relation is reflexive, because this relation is reflexive, symmetric as well as transitive, therefore the relation R is an equivalence relation. If relation R is an, the question is prove that the relation R is an equivalence relation. This is the relation R. Okay? Again I repeat, the question is n is any positive integer, prove that the relation R on the set Z of all integers defined by x comma y, where x minus y is divisible by n. Any number divisible by any number n for all x comma y, then prove that the relation is an equivalence relation. What are the integers? These are the integers, positive as well as negative. 0 is also an integer. Let me suppose that a is any element of the integer, then a minus a is 0. For example, 2 minus 2 is 0, minus 3 minus 3 is also 0. It is divisible by the same constant. Therefore, the relation is that every element is related to itself. For the symmetric, if a minus b is divisible by n, maybe 1 times of n, 2 times of n, lambda times of n, then what about b minus a? Only the sign is changed, minus lambda times of n, but it is also divisible by n. Therefore, for example, if 3 minus 5 is minus 2, then 5 minus 3 is 2. Therefore, both are divisible by 2. Therefore, R is symmetric. For the transitive, if a minus b is multiple divisible by n, maybe 1 times or lambda times of n, and b minus c is also divisible by n. If these two are given, adding these two, if you add a minus b, b minus c, then nk plus lambda times of n and k times of n, b cancel with b, a minus c equals to n times of lambda plus k. It is also multiple of n. It means it is also divisible by n. Therefore, it is also divisible by, it is also a transitive. The relation is reflexive, symmetric as well as transitive. Then therefore, the given relation is an equivalence relation. Now we start the third question. For the question 3. The question 3 shows that the relation R on the set A. Set A is given by 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, defined by A comma B, where the modulus of A minus B, modulus of A minus B is an even number. This is the condition which is given in the relation. Show that the relation is an equivalence relation. For this, again, for R is reflexive. Every element A minus A, mod A minus A, 0, which is an even number. A mod A minus A is 0, which is an even number. Therefore, this relation is reflexive. Or in other words, what about in the sets? What about 1 minus 1? 0. 2 minus 2? 0. 3 minus 3? 0. 4 minus 4? 0. And 5 minus 5? 0. And all are the even numbers. Therefore, every element of the set is related to itself. Therefore, R is reflexive. Second, symmetric. If A minus B is an even, therefore B minus A is also an even, because A minus B is an even number. Taking the modulus is always positive quantity, then B minus A is also an even. For example, for 1 minus 3 is 2 or 3 minus 1 is 2, both are even. 2 minus 4, because these elements, all these elements are belongs to the given set. 2 minus 4 equals to 2 or 4 minus 2 equals to 2. Therefore, R is symmetric. Third part. How we can prove that the relation is transitive? If mod A minus B is an even and mod B minus C is an even, to prove mod A minus C is also an even number. Again I repeat, if A minus B is an even, B minus C is an even, then therefore A minus C is also an even. How we can prove it? Let A minus B is an even number, therefore A minus B equals to plus minus 2 times of K. Because if we remove the modulus, then we take 2 times of multiple number, then multiple of 2 times of K. Then similarly, mod B minus C is also an even number, then B minus C equals to plus minus 2 times of lambda. Again adding these two, A minus B plus B minus C equals to plus minus 2 times of K plus minus 2 times of lambda. B cancel with B. Therefore, A minus C equals to plus minus twice of K plus lambda. Therefore, mod A minus C is also, therefore mod A minus C is also an, because it is a multiple of 2, therefore A minus C is also an even number. Therefore R is transitive. Again the relation is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Therefore R is an equivalence relation. Therefore R is an equivalence relation. Okay, the last question number 4. Show that the relation R on the set A. Set A is defined by, this is the set builder form. Now we change this set builder to the rows term. A x belongs to Z of integers, and integers x lie between 0 to 12. 0 to, therefore what is set A? 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 12. A is a set of integers lie between 0 to 12. Both are included. Defined by R A comma B. The relation is defined by A comma B. Mod A minus B is multiple of 4. Multiple of 4. This is the condition. Multiple of 4 is an equivalence relation. So by the same condition, first every multiple of 4 is given. Therefore A minus B, mod A minus B 0, because 0 is also written 0 times of 4 is also multiple of 4. Or in other words, what about 1 minus 1? 0. 2 minus 2, 0. All are the multiple of 4. Therefore R is reflexive. Second part, for symmetric, if mod A minus B is multiple of 4, 4 times of K, therefore B minus A is also multiple of 4. Because A minus B is multiple of 4, then B minus A modulus is always positive quantity, then b minus a is also multiple of 4 because modulus always represent the positive. For example, 1 minus 5 is equals to 4 or 5 minus 1 is also equals to 4. Therefore, 1 related to 5 and 5 related to 1. Similarly, 0 minus 8, that is 2 times of 4, or 8 minus 0, 8 that is 2 times of 4. Therefore, 0 related to 8 and 8 is also related to 0. Therefore, the relation is R is symmetric. Third part, and third part is very important for this, that part is transitive. Third part is transitive. Let me suppose that a minus b is multiple of 4 times of k, and b minus c is also multiple of 4 times of lambda. Then a minus b equals to plus minus 4 times of k, and b minus c is also 4 times of lambda plus minus 4 times of lambda. Then adding these two, a minus c equals to 4 times of k plus lambda, it is also multiple of 4. Therefore, mod a minus b is also multiple of 4. So therefore, a related to b and b related to c, therefore a is also related to c. Therefore, R is transitive. If R is reflexive, symmetric as well as transitive, therefore R is an equivalence relation. R is an equivalence relation. And the last part of this question is, one more part is given. Also find the set of all elements which are related to 1. Which are related to 1. Let me suppose that X belongs to the given set. X belongs to the given set, and according to condition, X minus 1 is multiple of 4. So therefore, X minus 1 is multiple of 4. Therefore, what are the possibilities? Either X equals to X minus 1 is multiple of 4, either 0, 0, 4, which are multiple of 4. X minus 1 is multiple of 4, either 0 or 4 or 8 or 12. So therefore, mod X minus 1 equals to 0, then X minus 1 equals to 0, X equals to 1. Second part, mod X minus 1 equals to 4, then X minus 1 equals to plus minus 4, because these are positive integers, then X equals to 5, then X minus 1 equals to 8, then X minus 1 equals to 8, X equals to 9. And third part, mod X minus 1 equals to 12, then X minus 1 equals to 12, X equals to 13, which is not belongs to E. This one is not possible. Therefore, what are the possible relation of the set of the element which are related to 1? First is 1, second is 5, and third is 9. The question is, write or also find the set of all elements which are related to 1. because 1 comma 1 is 0, 1 comma 5 4, 1 comma 9 8, both are a multiple of 4. Okay.